What's up, everybody? Brian Inskip here with Surf Homes NC, back again to fill you in on what's going up, what's going down, and where things are at with the Oak Island real estate market. Now, I do these market updates every single month, so if you want to keep track of what's happening in the Oak Island real estate market, be sure to hit that subscribe button. In particular, in this update, I'm going to share with you why the numbers don't lie, and that's exactly why I do these market updates, and that things may not be as they appear if you're just taking a brief look at what's happening in this current market. So be sure to subscribe so you get notified when the next update comes out, as well as all the other cool videos that we put out as we explore and share all things coastal North Carolina real estate and lifestyle. And be sure to watch to the end of this video to not only get the latest trends and facts and stats on the Oak Island real estate market, but also as a bonus at the end, I'm going to share my top 3 property picks of homes that are for sale right now on Oak Island. Today, I'm bringing you this market update from a new listing of mine. We're at 104 Southeast 32nd Street. I absolutely love this house. It's a warm day out here. This house has an amazing pool deck out back, and temperatures today are reminding me how nice it is to have a pool out here at the beach. I love the deck space on this property. You've got 2 wraparound decks at each level of the house with a combination of enclosed and open spaces for year-round enjoyment of that outdoor space. So we're just 1 block over from the kayak launch and scenic walkover bridge, taking you right down to the beach, so you can't beat this location. I've got a link to the video if you want to check it out. But for now, let's get back to business. This is your May 2025 Oak Island real estate market update. All right, first thing we always look at is we're going to look at the pricing metrics. So average sales price on the island, we're up 10.6% year over year. And as I stated in the beginning, if you're just taking a glimpse at the market, these numbers may not make sense at first. So yes, average sales price is up 10.6% year over year on Oak Island. Month over month, we saw a 2% decline. So still, you average those out, there's an 8% positive increase difference there, with our average sales price currently sitting at $690,080. Price per square foot also saw an increase year over year with a 3.8% jump in the average price per square foot. Month over month, we also saw a slight decline there of 0.9%, currently putting our average price per square foot on the island at $433 a square foot. All right, next up, let's look at the list to sell price ratio, which is the final asking price or listing price of a property compared to the price that it actually sells and closes at. So year over year, we saw just a slight increase of 0.5% year over year. Month over month, a 0.3% decrease, so just a slight variation there, which can just reflect some of the normal market fluctuation. Right now, the average list to sell price ratio on the island is 97.7%. So what that means is, on average, as a seller, you could expect your properly priced property, which is a key metric there. It's got to be priced in line with the market, but if it is, you can expect to sell that property for 97.7% on average. If you're curious how the current market is impacting the value of your property or what your home is currently worth, you can always jump over to my website. I've got a super easy free tool there to get your home valuation estimate. All you got to do is go there, plug in your address. It's not going to be an automatic home value that just gets churned out and is inaccurate like what you would find on Zillow or something like that. I'm actually going to personally review that for you, look at the market specific to your property, and get back with you with a personal analysis of what your home's currently worth. So feel free to take me up on that offer if you're just curious about what your home's worth. Definitely, if you're thinking about selling your property this year, you want to get a good idea of where it would be positioned in the current market. Next up, let's look at the current inventory trends on Oak Island. So your new listings on the island is down 17.7% year over year. That's a pretty substantial decrease in the number of new listings coming on the market, which again, this is one where the numbers don't lie. You might be seeing more homes for sale on the market right now. So you're wondering, how could there be less new listings and how can there be that many less new listings coming on the market. Again, I'm going to tie all this together for you here towards the end of the summary, but homes for sale took a 21.7% jump year over year. So again, a decrease in the number of new listings, but an increase in the number of homes for sale, which currently puts our month's supply of inventory at 18.4 months, which is a big increase over these last couple years. What that means is that if we stop putting new listings on the market today, it would take 18.4 months at the current rate of sale to sell all of those homes. All right, next category is the market activity, or what I like to call the energy in the market. So pending sales are down 40.9% year over year. Closed sales is down 53.3% year over year. And your days on market is up 17.6% year over year, currently sitting at an average of 80 days on market. So looking at all these stats together combined, if you're keeping track of the market and just kind of eyeballing it, watching new properties come on the market and things like that, you may have noticed over this last year that the number of homes for sale has increased. So you've got a lot more options to look at there. So it looks like there's more homes coming on the market, but our stats actually show there's fewer homes coming on the market. All right, so in tying this all together, if you're watching the market, from a distance or keeping an eye on your email alerts and things like that of properties hitting the market, you're probably seeing a fair number of price reductions coming in pretty consistently, which could give you the illusion that prices are actually declining and maybe even declining quickly on the island. But our numbers don't lie. That it's actually showing that there's been an increase in pricing over the past year. So what's really going on there? The main thing that is impacting the market right now is the rate of sale has slowed. So the demand, the number of buyers that want to buy property right now on Oak Island is lower than it was a year ago. And so ultimately what that means is that with all the listings that are out there on the island right now, not all of them are going to sell. Okay, the buyers that are out there are fewer than the number of homes for sale. And so those buyers are going to be selective. They're going to pick the premier properties that offer exclusive options. That's your oceanfront, your waterfront, your boat access properties that are more rare and harder to find. They're going to pick the properties that are in the best condition, don't need a lot of work to it, or they're going to pick the property that offers them the best deal as an investment. And so what that means is it's more competitive in the market right now for sellers. So you need to make sure that the price, the condition, it doesn't have to be in perfect condition, but the price and the condition definitely need to line up for the current market. And you've also need to make sure that you've got top level marketing for your property, because now buyers have more options to browse through online, which is where that search starts. So what that means is that you've got to have top level marketing when you're advertising your property for sale on the island right now. That includes everything, top-notch video, professional photos, all of the online advertising mechanisms, because most of these buyers are coming in from out of the area. So just having a bunch of signs in the yard isn't necessarily going to reach the target audience. And so all of that stuff has to be in line in a more competitive market. And again, if you're curious about how your home would fit into this market, I've got that free home valuation tool, or you can also give me a call anytime. We can talk specifically about your property and the current market. All right, so that wraps up the overview of the market stats and what's happening in the market. But now I want to dig into my top 3 property picks for this month, starting with an absolutely stunning property. This is a brand new listing of mine, 2805 West Yacht Drive. This is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath house, over 2,600 square feet. It was the 2023 Diamond Award winner, built by Seacoast Homes. The finishes in this house, every single detail is absolutely remarkable and stunning, and I just can't get enough of this property. I've got the link to the video tour of it. You've got an amazing pool area out back. You've got enclosed deck spaces and also a pergola covered deck space. So the outdoor entertaining space is absolutely amazing. You've also got intercoastal waterway views from the property, and it was just finished to the nines, complete luxury finish package. You've got an awesome man cave underneath the house on the ground level, and there's just so much to say about this property. You definitely want to check out that property video, and it's in a great location there on West Yacht Drive. All right, next up, we've got what I would call a great investment opportunity at 116 Southeast 8th Street. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, just over 2,300 square feet, putting the price of this property at $252 a square foot. If you remember back to the market stats, the average on the island is sitting at $433 a square foot. So you look at those two numbers side by side, what that shows is that there's plenty of upside to be able to go in, do some updates, do some improvements to the property, and increase the value of it. And you've got a lot of upside. So anytime that price per square foot is below 300, that starts to look pretty interesting. And that's also a great location on Southeast 8th Street. You're just one block over to the walkover bridge, right down to the beach, and you don't have to cross Oak Island Drive. So fantastic opportunity right there. Definitely worth checking out if you're looking something more along the lines that you could update and do some improvements to, or as an investment. All right, last but not least, we've got 707 East Yacht Drive. So I've been keeping my eyes on this property. It's been on the market for a little while. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, just under 2,400 square feet. This one's priced at $296 a square foot. You've got multiple levels of deck space, grabbing intercoastal waterway views. I think this is a great value for a yacht drive location that's also fairly central to the island, with all the restaurants and Middleton Park and everything that is in that midsection of the island that people love being close by and having at their fingertips. So I would not pass this one over. And there's several properties out there right now that have some more days on market. Don't pass those over. Those can be great opportunities. And for one reason or another, last year was a funny year in the real estate market. So some properties racked up days on market. But just because a market has over 200 days on the market, do not pass it by. Could definitely be worth a look, and could be something that has flown under the radar and is a great opportunity. Now, I'm just sharing 3 with you today, but there are some fantastic opportunities out there on the market right now. So I want to just invite you, if you're looking for a property, you're thinking this is the year you want to grab that beach house, go ahead and give me a call. Let's talk about the specifics of what you're looking for so that I can get dialed in for you, keeping you updated on specific properties that you want to be taking a look at. So that does it for this market update, but I'll be back again with another one next month. And as we release new videos every single month, exploring all that Oak Island has to offer with our lifestyle videos. So be sure to also hit that subscribe button here before you leave. I want to thank you again for watching. I'm Brian Inskip with Surf Homes NC, and I will see you on the next one.